So now let's get back to our the most critical feature is called search. Okay, so this is the most critical part. You know, so you can save your search or you can delete and whatnot. Here is the beauty of Thinksabio comes into the picture. How sky is the limit when we say it. Really, sky is the limit. So you can search by whatever the criteria we have right now. Of course, we can add more later. So I can search by symbol, and I wanted to go by individual statistical report. This is what you are doing in our Telegram group right now. You are coming every day and asking, give me individual statistics. Here, I'm going to say Tesla as our favorite stuff, right? So I'm going to submit, and you will get it, the report about Thinksabio, right? The same as what you are experiencing in our old web, right? But here is the beauty: you can go by sections. You don't, somebody don't want to care about 10 weeks moving average, so you go wherever you want it. Or you want to see all, just say open all. It's going to open everything for you. Right? So whatever you have, and I can close everything, and I can go only the one that I wanted it. And here it gives the description of the Tesla, what it does, right? This is coming from third party, right? And of course, the rest of them we are integrating. And here the forecast, what you are already seeing, based on the current market, we will be predicting it. Nothing is, as you know, it's only a prediction algorithm, right? And here we say, excellent, what was the reason why we concluded it, okay? And institution counts, as always, it should be the same behavior. Maybe it's better than your old report, perhaps, to read it out. So here, the quick high-level summary of institution counts. Institutions, so how many you have, how many reduced, whatnot. Out of top 10, what's their behavior, right? And top 10 institutions, how many did what? Increased, newly bought, no change, reduced. And price history. The same as what we have, right, in our current web. What is the 52-week high? What is the last sale? What is the year beginning price? And 52-week low, lowest price in 5 years, lowest price date, and lowest, whatnot. Here is the moving averages. Here the beauty is we are bringing the volume. So we'll be giving you the volume details also, what you don't have in your current ISR report. So here we take the average volume of the that particular week, and then we'll show you what is the weekly volume average, right? And here we take the monthly averages, and we'll show you the monthly averages, and we'll show you the dollar amounts and all that stuff, right? And here is the comparison of quarterly, same as what you have been experiencing. Nothing should be new. So institution counts, what is the average price of Tesla in Q4 2018? Is $64 back then. And then how it eventually, in Q19, it's 47, and then, whatnot, right? Q3, Q4, and all that stuff. And how the institution behavior changed is what we are showing here. And then institution shares and, all good stuff. And here we are giving the details of what is the total and how the total is going to match up with this one, right? Same as what you have. And top 10 hedge funds who are into it, and, what is their story. And recent transactions, are there any? If so, let's reflect who bought or sold or whatever it is in Tesla. And as usual, you have the web link. You can see it and what they are doing it, and you can close it too. And top 10 institutions and their story. So this is the same behavior what you are seeing in ISR in our current one. So, and one thing which we will be embracing in the next releases or two is we will be getting the latest news of Tesla also. Right now, unfortunately, the API that we are partnering with the vendor is only bringing 2020. I know they're improvising it, but within the next whatever month or two, you will be seeing another section called latest news of Tesla. Whichever stock you are searching, you will see your latest news also, so that you don't have to go to Google or whatever. So we are trying to be a one-stop show for investors, so that you don't have to go. Of course, you can go to Google, but we will be providing you whatever the your Webull or Robinhood, whatever they are getting the news. We should be probably be matching with them, probably, I would say, or confident. So that is the behavior of ISR Thinksabians. I hope you will love it, because you can do unlimited search. You are unstoppable at your search, whatever you are doing. So I'll bring up one more, or maybe, and then see, it's the same behavior, right? And here you see whatever the institution counts, whatnot, all the stuff. I know this one, the description is, they are sending us the wrong. We already notified them, but it's their API, error. They are going to fix it. But again, as you know, Thinksabio is displaying whatever the information we get it either from SCC or from, the third-party vendor for the pricing. Okay. So I know there will be few things you may be finding as well, but we will be loving to embrace your findings, and we are courageous enough to fix it. We are ready for your challenges, whatever you find it. And we are here to fix everything. And we want to make our Thinksabio as a robust and reliable and the most, trustworthy product that you can think of. And remember, we are building together. So this is the same story, for any report you open, you will see the same old story, right? Everything at your fingertips. That's pretty much on the ISR part. Okay. Now let me go to the next one. This you already seen trending stocks. You can also see it from your search location also. Remember, we have seen when you click reports, you will get the trending stocks. But if you want to go through symbol, search, when you are in search page, you wanted to know trending stocks, you can still do it. Simple, right? So that is the one in search one. That's one thing. And now compare symbols. I know just a few minutes ago, I remember in a Telegram group, somebody was asking, the difference. Somebody was asking, I remember somebody was asking the comparison between two symbols. I forgot what was that. Let me see it. Yeah, no, not Fibo. After that, somebody asked AM. Yeah. One second. I remember somebody asked. Somebody asked the comparison between two symbols. Yeah. See here, somebody asked, AMAT versus MU. So let's see how you can accomplish this through compare symbols. So he wanted to know AMAT versus which one? What was the other one? MU. MU. So how do you do it by yourself if you want to do it? And you can put more than one, but right now let us see what he is asking. Right. So this is exactly what we were doing already when we give this portfolio. This is exactly what we are doing, and this the same behavior we'll be doing it in our new web too. Right. At your fingertips. So you see AMAT, there were institutions count is this is how their institution count is looking. So based on this, you should be able to make a decision. I'm thinking maybe he wants to know which one to invest out of these two, or whatever you want to do it. You want to compare it. So AMAT has 1,332 institutions latest, and MU has 1,155. Whatever the reason you are trying to make a decision, you wanted to go by possible growth, or do you wanted to go by institutions, how this count is going up, or whatever the things you want to do. And how many hedge funds are against the stock that you are asking. Right, out of 10, we have top 10 hedge funds. What is their behavior? Right? And all 9 yards you can do it. And there, who invested it and who are all the top 10 into your Micron and, rank 2. I'm going to show you same behavior, but at your fingertips, right? This is the feature of compare symbols. You can do more than one too. I wanted to compare NIO. I want to compare XPEV. I want to compare Workhorse. And I want to compare Nikola. And tell me which one, or how am I going to make the decision, right? Well, here is what I would be doing it. Right? NIO has 565 and Workhorse has 242 institutions, and Nikola has 234 institutions, and I have XPEV has 215 institutions. Whatever the way you are considering to make your decision, or you want to go by possible growth. You all know possible growth we calculate based on the 52-week high. It doesn't mean it will go, or if it is less, doesn't mean it can go high. It's just a prediction based on the 52-week high. So among 52-week high, if we go, Nikola has the highest chance. Whether it will go or not, nobody knows. But it's only a prediction algorithm, right? So you do it whatever you want. You can do a compare symbols, right? So, and then you take it from there. Who are all there? Okay, so that's the compare symbol team, Thinksabians. So then that too, and you have a feature verify symbol versus institution, right? For example, you wanted to see particular symbol. Let's say you wanted to know whether NIO or SE is present in one of the institutions you are dreaming. Let's say you wanted to know whether Morgan Stanley has these, just whatever institution you think of. Does Bailey Gifford has the stocks that you are about to invest, but you wanted to know the stock that you are about to invest is present in one of your favorite institutions. That is the behavior of you verify your symbol versus the institution that you love or that you have conviction for. So that's why you come here, you put the symbol that you are planning to invest or research or whatever, and then give the institution which you are dreaming of or who you believe, who you trust. I wanted to know, Intracoastal is there. I don't know if Intracoastal has the 13 FHR. If not, he won't be here. Let's see if Sabi is here. Yeah, Sabi is here. I wanted to know if any of these three institutions were present in the symbols that I selected. Well, so Morgan Stanley has SC apparently, and they have in Q3 they have 4 million. They increased to 6 million, right? And Bailey Gifford, of course, has CE Limited. That's where we picked the stock also, and he has reduced it a little bit. And NIO, Morgan Stanley has it too, and they have 4.8 million in Q3, and now they have 5.3. They also increased it 11%. And NIO, Bailey Gifford has undoubtedly 108. Now he has 107. Whatnot. Here you have the beauty is you can increase the quarters, and then oops, it's not working right now. Maybe there could be a bug, but we'll fix it. But you can see their quarter three, 3 quarters, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. You wanted to know what their Morgan Stanley behavior. Quarter 2 he has 4 point, and then he has 4, whatever. So if you look at here, right, Bailey Gifford, he has 97 million. He is increased to 108. I'm positive he has taken some profit, maybe a million or whatever, and then he left the remaining NIO right now here. So when the Q1 comes on May 14th or 15th, you will be able to see what the institutions are doing. So the whole idea is, the Thinksabio makes a difference is if you go to any other our competitor websites, you may call it Fintel or whatever, Guru Focus, they don't provide as detail as we are providing over here. We are simplifying it and we are giving you the numbers so that you can make a decision what Bailey Gifford is doing, whether I can follow him or her, right? Or Kathy Dewood, what is she doing? And do I believe her? If so, I wanted to follow her religiously, or whoever you want to follow. So we are making the data presentation very simple. That's where the uniqueness is. We're not doing anything, anything different. All we are doing, the presentation of data is unique. That's the Thinksabio's unique or unprecedented, you may call it. So what am I going to do with the data that I have? I'm going to make a decision based on what the institutions have done. That's all it is, whole game plan. Right? This is the behavior of symbol versus institution. I hope this will be very useful. Right? You pick your symbol, you select the institution. That's all. Let's move on to the other one, moving averages. I think it's all, whatever the moving averages symbol that you wanted to know. I wanted to know NIO moving average. I wanted to know JMIA. Right? I wanted to know DADA. I want to know TRVG moving averages. You have it there in the reports too, but you can do search here. You can just finish it up real quick. What's the story? Right? Here we show you your moving averages. Whenever you ask, as usual, we show the hedge counts and your total institution counts and hedge hero, whatnot, all the good stuff that you may be requiring to make a decision. Right? So this is the moving averages through search option. The next one is Dow theory. You can come here, submit, and you can find out whatever you want to. Whatever you are doing in reports, you should be able to do in search too. So I'm not spending too much time on that, given the time limits. You can also search all institutions by count symbol, right? This is the little time taking one, but it will optimize this query as well as we move forward because it's bringing all symbols literally, right? And then you have the counts and all 9 yards, right? And you can also, if you want to go back and see the previous quarters, you can also do it. Anything you want to do it, you can do it here. You can go back. That's the beauty of a dynamic website, right? You can also go and see quarter 2020, 18, 19, whatever. for your favorite symbol. You can come and select only the symbol that you want or the price you want, whatnot. I wanted to know all stocks which are $25, and the YTD should be minimum. I want 50%, and I want the sector basic industry, right? This is my criteria. From all the symbols that I have, I wanted to pick these things, right? Now you come here, your selection criteria is basic industry, maximum price should be under $25, right? You see here, your last sale should be under 25, and minimum YTD. So far this year, from January till date, I want all stocks which has given minimum 50%. You see here, all stocks are given more than 50% this year, between January, February, March, until date. So I wanted to make a decision. Where am I going to invest, perhaps? And then, you see the institution count also here. And then you make the decision. And there are so many filters. Sky is the limit when I say it. How many institutions count changed, whatnot. You can do it. We don't want to go through all. If it will take the whole night to show every one of the feature, right? But this is the behavior. You can do anything you want. Whatever the best stocks you want, you can select here. So these stocks, it's only 3 months and 15 days in this year, and they have already given above 50% returns. All these stocks. So take a deep look into it. Which one you will be interested in. And then you may want to say my minimum institution count or the minimum, see the minimum institution count, I want at least 300 institutions. Do I have any institutions matching my criteria? You see it. Oops, probably don't have, or maybe it's not working. I don't know, one of those things, but you can put the filters and then, you try it out, whatever the, conditions you have it here, and, check it out, right? So those are the features under the total institution counts. And then Dow theory, I think we talked about. Here you can get all symbols, just is same as all institution counts too. You can get all symbols, you will get it here. If you want to know all symbols, whatever we have, you can query it and you can get everything. This is pretty much same as, the same behavior as all symbols. Yeah, the all symbols, you can get all symbols that we have in our database, and then you can take a look. You can put the filters and then take a look at which one you will be interested in, right? You can select the institutions and whatnot, and then you make a decision. These are the pretty much all symbols we have in our system. We have 14,000 symbols we have. So you'll be looking at all of them. Whatever you want, you can apply the filter. And one of the best things that I want to do in general is I wanted to look minimum 50% this year, current year, and I want at least 100% in the 1 year, and I want 200% in last 5 years, right? That's the crazy criteria I put so that I can get all positive growing stocks, right? And they are like evergreen stocks. The YTD is minimum 50% so far this year. And last year, from today till last year, they have given 100, whatever, 100 above. And then 5 years this is generally I look at it when we are looking some good picks and all. So these are proven track record, right? Because they are never been negative, either current year or last year or 5 years ago. So you may want to take a deep look into it, right? So and see what are all the institution counts. Do you make, are you comfortable, whatnot? Here we'll also introduce sector Tindi count, which we will do it later, so that you will have latest 2 quarters and sector Tindi, so you can make a decision pretty quick whether you want to move forward. They're pretty greenery stocks. And, you can select the industry also if you want. So, sky is the limit. So that's pretty much here. And then we'll go to institutions real quick. And here is what you probably don't have, or few people are asking individual institution report. I love Bailey Gifford, so I wanted to see what all his transactions are. So boom, this is same as what you have right now in our World Web. We are restricting it because we are only giving few reports of the institution. But right now, sky is the limit. Whatever institutions we have, 13 FHR, you go and then you click it. Whatever you want, you will get it. ARC investment management, you want it, whatever, right? Everything at your fingertips. and you want to see their old history, you can go ahead and do it. We have data until where we started. Individual institution report, right? So as usual, what are all the stocks he increased, and here shares, you can sort it out and then see where he has increased, from where to where, right? If you look at it, Bailey Gifford, ARK Investment Management, she increased from 188 shares in Q3 to 481 in Shopify. So, likewise, you can see what are all the increases she has done. Kathy Dewood, the economist, right? You can do whatever you want to do it. This is called IIR, like ISR, this is the individual institution report. You can type whichever institution you know or you love, and then just click it and click submit, it's there. Bailey Gifford, and where did Bailey Gifford sir increased his most of his shares? Data. Oh, that's why we are emphasizing this data many times, because his conviction, our conviction on him has proved with JMI, NIO, it took to the next level. And that's why, we are talking too much about data. If somebody is wondering why we talk, Bailey Gifford investing has no kidding. We are very serious. We have seen his results, undoubtedly, undeniably. So he has increased like crazy on this data. Okay. So that's why, you may want to take a deep look into this data. And of course, we know JD.com has a 51% stake in Dada, and Walmart has, some stake in Dada. This is an online delivery grocery in China. So Bailey Gifford investing must have a significance. There is no doubt. You may have to wait with abundance of patience, but I'm pretty confident this will do its job. Anyway, so likewise, if you see it, Moderna, he has increased his shares, from 7 million to 24 million. No kidding. So that's almost, if you look at the investment wise, approximately this is 2.4 billion or 2.4 billion he has invested. We need to truncate this decimal. So you can see, pretty much 2.4 billion approximately. We don't know exactly the price. So we take the average price from the Q4, right? And we will calculate 24 million shares times the average price, because we don't know exact price what he has given for it. So this is approximation, right? So this is how you will be making the decision. VRM, we talked about it. You see whoever the institution you love, you just go here and then put the institution. That's it. You may want to know Goldman Sachs. You go ahead and put Goldman Sachs. As said, 5,900 or whatever, 5,800 institutions at your fingertips to pull the data at any given time, 24/7, 365 days, unless there is a maintenance work required. That's an excuse. Right? That's the IIR. Let's keep moving forward. And here is another beautiful one which you would love. You wanted to compare institutions. I wanted to know what Bailey Gifford and Kathy Dewood, they both commonly invested, or what are the stocks they both invested in the same stock. That is the compare institution, is the behavior expected here. This is very useful. I love Bailey Gifford and I love, ARK Investment Management, right? So I wanted to know what are the common stocks they both bought it, right? That way, I believe in Bailey Gifford, I believe in ARK. So if they both buy, then I'm going to buy too. I'm religiously going to follow those two. Oops. Maybe a bug. Sorry about it. See, Bailey Gifford. Okay, sorry, that was a bug. So let's look at it. Microsoft, they both have it. Bailey Gifford has it, ARK Investment Management has it. So these are the common stocks, they both have it. That's what I wanted to know, so that I will see if I would be interested in. Because these two institutions I religiously follow as gods, if I am. Or if you have more than one institution, you can as well add whoever your favorite institution. And if they all have this if this stock, only then this will be shown in this report. If they all institutions, whoever you selected, if they all invested in the stocks, then it will show this report. That way you have the conviction, well, I know Bailey Gifford, ARK Investment, and they both invested in these stocks, boom, I'm going to invest as well. Whatever your belief system is, right? So this is the behavior of compare institutions. When you compare more than one institution, it will give you the stocks that they all have in common, period. right? And of course, here you have filters, whatnot, all the good stuff, right? So here, I can have more than one institution. I can say Bailey, and I love Renaissance, and of course I love Citadel, and I love ARC, for example, right? And ARC Investment Management. If they have common stocks, okay, I think there's some bug over there. We'll definitely get it fixed. The first time, I think it's not coming up. Apologize for that. Renaissance Technology and Citadel and ARC Investment. I think the first time there is a bug. I'm sorry, we'll get that fixed. So these are the 4 institutions I believe religiously. And these 4 institutions have this in common. These are the stocks, they all have it. So I want to take a deep look at it. Why they have all 4 having? I'm sold. I'm going to pick some of them. Okay. And then I come here and then say, well, I can only afford whatever the stocks they have. I can maximum afford is $50 stocks. Do I have anything in $50? Okay, maybe this could be. Let's take a look at it. Okay. I don't know if they don't have 100 or there may be I think they have, the first time I think it's not working, but anyway, these are the stocks which are 100, below $100, right? Or let's go back and let's try again. I'm going to put, I can only afford $25 each if they have any. Okay, I think 25 is not coming up. Let's look, $50. Okay, I'm sure there is some bug. I'm positive we'll fix that one. And but anyway, if it's put 100, I think we got some results. So let's take a look at it. Okay, we have some under $17 also. So definitely there was bug. We'll get that fixed. So these are the stocks which they have here. HUA. I loved this one. I remember seeing this stock. See, these 4 people have it. No brainer. Bailey Gifford sir has, ARC has, and Renaissance has, Citadel has. If I have money, I would definitely invest here, undoubtedly, right? So this is the conviction. I'm going to do it through compare institutions fashion. Okay, so that's the behavior of compare institutions. So, and here same as here you already checked symbol versus institution, same behavior, institution versus symbol. And here you can go by institution counts by symbol. Here you're going to get all the institution counts by symbols, right? This is all the symbols that we have. This is same as what we have seen in symbols when you get at the institution, same behavior, right? So, and institutions, you wanted to know overall increased it, or they want you want to know how many of the institutions increased shares or both. You have the option to do whichever you want, right? And you wanted to know 3 quarters. And these are the last 4 quarters institutions count, went up consistently, right? So I wanted to know, this is very important feature, my Thinksabians, because I wanted to know, from the last 6 quarters, which are all the institutions which increased their shares. Which increased their counts. If you see here, it counts went going up and up every quarter. So that means the institutions have a lot of conviction on these stocks, right? And these are the stocks I may want to take a deep look into. AMT, somebody asked earlier. So the last 6 quarters, institutions have been consistently increasing the count. That means there's some potential on it, right? Tesla or NVDA, Amazon, whatnot, right? This is very important feature. I would strongly think that one may want to pay attention, because if institution count is going up, there might be a lot of significance why, many institutions are keep increasing their investment in that particular stock. So you may want to, remember Uber we talked about a long time ago. That time was only 5 quarters increase was there consistently. But if you look at now, from the last 6 quarters, institutions are consistently increasing it, their count. which means there's a lot of potential on it. So, right? So that's how you look at it, consistently increased by count. And here you have a beautiful option. You can put how many quarters you wanted. I wanted only, last, somebody may want it to say, okay, I want some 8 quarters, right? So you may want to look at who are the institutions which increase consistently 8 quarters. There's no kidding. Why they increased 8 quarters consistently on these stocks? You may want to pay deep attention or deep look into it, right? And again, now you go to, price range, and then you select what the price range you can afford or we can afford, and then you can do it. Okay. If you see any kind of, incorrect behavior or the filters, you please notify us. We will definitely get it fixed, right? This is the behavior of institutions increased count, right? And you can also likewise go and then say who bought newly. You wanted to know it, then you can click it here. Whatever you want. The share types are 5 types. Remember we talked about it: increased, reduced, newly bought, sold off, reduced. There's only 5 transactions anybody can do, either you or institutions. So those 5 types we brought it here. So here, if you see Tesla, right, in Q3, there are 454 institutions newly bought. Now there are 546 institutions newly bought. This is newly bought, as you see here, right? So likewise. So likewise, you can do whatever you want, and the same behavior for top 10. And I know we talked about sector Tindi. Whatever you are doing there in the reports, you do the same thing through search option too. So it's no big deal. You can go back 1 week, and you can see what are all the reports, all the good stuff, right? This is and then by sector wise, if you want, you wanted to know how this, which sector, how these institutions has allocated. You'll see by sector wise who are all the institutions are there, and all their counts and all that good stuff. You are interested in only in basic industries. You want to know, what the institution counts are, what not, right? So you can do so much to explore Thinksabio. Sky is the limit. When I said it, you may be laughing, but right now is the eyewitness. You can do whatever you wanted. So who are all consumer services, who are all into it, right? So likewise, you can do here. You can select whatever the sector you want, or you want to, sector. You want to know only top 10 hedge funds, what they did with the transportation sector, right? So top 10 hedge funds, what did they do? So you can go and figure that out. There's so much to explore. I know we have very limited time. So SEC Insiders, I think we talked about it in the reports too. You have, but in the search too, you have the same behavior pretty much. There's not much difference. So because we wanted to give you everywhere the option available, and here you can go to price, and I can only afford between 5 and I can afford only $25 range. You tell me what stocks do you have. Okay, so these are the stocks which are in my particular range. Then again, here I go and put some filters. Hey, in that range, I wanted to tell me what are all the stocks which gave 50% returns thus far in this year. Well, so these are all the stocks which gave above 50%. So I can afford that price range, perhaps. So you make the decision based on that particular. Okay, these are all the stocks which are $25 range, and they already proved their mettle by giving 50% within 3.5 months. Right? So I may want to take a deep look into it and then see what and then I look at the counts. The beauty is everywhere the counts are there. And of course, we will add sector Tindi count also in the next release or whatever. The next, and then you will have the decision capability right then and there, period. You should be able to make a decision. Okay. So these are all the stocks which given above 50% returns, and the price range is between this and this. That's pretty much. Okay, so this is the price range exclusive search criteria. And this is another beautiful feature, I think, which we can say proudly. Here is like a build your own sandwich kind of an attitude. Build your own. Here we dreamt of doing so much, but unfortunately we couldn't do. Here there is another feature. Advanced filters will be coming up in the forthcoming releases. So with there, you can really say sky is the limit. Sky is the limit. But for now, unfortunately, we couldn't do it. So right now we live with standard filters. So here also you can do whatever, you can build your own. I wanted to have, minimum last sale, $10. No, actually max last sale, I can afford only $25 at the most. And the minimum growth should be 50%, and 1 year growth should be 100, and this one should be here. And sector, I would pick basic industry. Give me any stocks matching my criteria. Build your own stock. Right? So these are the two stocks matching my criteria. Max price is under 25, right? This is $2 and this is $20. And minimum YTD should be minimum 50%. Yes, they have one gave 56%. My goodness, AMTX gave 630. I think we already posted this AMTX stock. This gave 634% in this year. That's far. So this is the criteria. You can build your own. Right? Whatever the criteria you have over here, you can select. And I want minimum 200 institutions. And I mean maximum. Sorry, I would take minimum, not minimum. I'll take minimum 200 institutions I want. And my last sale should be $15. And I want the minimum growth should be at least 30%. And 1 year growth should be at least 100. And this could be, I still say 100. Okay, tell me, what do you have? Well, there's so many stocks which are matching my criteria. Minimum YTD is 30%. Okay, beautiful. And 1 year growth and minimum price is $15. So I can afford perhaps. So that's where you will be doing it. Then I can put a maximum price. If I wanted it, I go back, right? And I'll say, okay, maximum price I can afford is $15. And minimum YTD I wanted 50. And this is 100, this is 250. And minimum institutions, I want at least 200 institution counts. Does this match any criteria? There's only one guy who is matching, this particular criteria, right? So likewise, whatever you want to do it, you will go ahead and do it. So that's the build your own feature, my friends. So with that, I think, for now we can conclude. There's so much you can explore on your own. This is for now the features that we can talk about it. With that being said, I thank you everybody. Now I think we can open for QA. If anybody wants to comment or talk or add your feedback, whatever you want to do it.